What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 3 of our Lille career mode, and today 3 games on the slate depending on what happens in terms of transfers here. I'm not planning on anything, but if something crazy happens, then we'll kind of get into it and possibly miss this Angers game. But for the moment, Strasbourg, Rennes, and Angers, those will be the 3 games we play today. And last episode, of course, we bought a couple players in. And you can see one in the side already in Dicka. Of course, the center back. And then we bought De Ketelaere at left wing. And then Joe Willock. We got all of them in here. We've got some good players here. We're going to see how things kind of go. Somebody asked me to get rid of Font. And I wouldn't mind doing that. We have Jalot and Botman, who are both going to be pretty good. But as I said, we'll see as we go. There are a lot of good young players here. And hopefully we can, turn in some decent performances. It's going to be one of those growing years. Of course, last episode we played our first game and we were beaten 4-2 by Lyon. It's going to be, getting used to it kind of year. And we'll see. As a loan offer has come in for Urusama, we're going to go ahead and accept it. It's a 2-year loan. One of the players who doesn't get particularly great, one of the younger kids, he's 22, is 64 overall, is one of those players, you don't expect to really hit the heights that we're hoping to hit. So here we go. Strasbourg to start here. Everyone's fit. I kind of want to start. See, here's the issue. I think we're going to start Araujo here at right mid, or right wing. And then I think we're going to start Soumare ahead of Andre as well. But let's jump into this. Lille, Strasbourg. Let's go. Can't quite get to it. Nice touch there by Samaro, and the center back, can bring this forward as he gets it to Yoshizi. Yoshizi finds a really great ball out there to Araujo, who takes it down well, slips it back across Yoshizi. Oh, great save. Oh, it was straight at him, but that's a humongous opportunity. We ought to be scoring that. Yoshizi. Yoshizi's on it here, and Araujo's making a really good run. And Araujo's on it here, and he'll go for goal, and he tried to sneak it near post. Decent save. And then we lose out here. We've had enough chances here to be leading. We've got to take one of these. Oh, and it slipped right on through the gap. Renato Sanchez chasing back. Can he catch him? He can't. It's 1-0 to Strasbourg. Oh, my God. What a half. They've done nothing all half. We've been up on top. We've had chances, haven't taken them. And they go back the other way and grab a goal right through the middle. Sanchez chasing. He can't get to him. It's a decent finish. We've needed some of that finishing. We've had excellent opportunities. And now, right before halftime, Strasbourg grabbed the lead. That is incredibly harsh on our performance, really. But it's all our doing. You got to finish your opportunities. Here's Yoshizi. Here's Sanchez. Jonathan David turns. He can't quite find Yilmaz here, but it's going to fall to Jonathan David, who cuts back inside brilliantly. Brilliant from Jonathan David, and he's pulled us level. A little bit of luck there, as I believe a Strasbourg defender got a foot on it at some point. But Jonathan David grabs one back, pulls us back into the game with 20 minutes to go, and he levels it, and that's just what we needed. He gets a touch there, and then he just does so well. Cuts it inside Simakan, and he slammed it home. It's an excellent finish. His first goal of the year. And now with 20 minutes to go, is there a winner for either side? 1-1. Poor effort back there, and Bamba gets a hold of it, and Bamba can slide forward, and it's Jonathan David second in a couple of minutes. It's a big mistake for Strasbourg, but we've turned it around late. Another for Jonathan David. The new signing, of course, in real life, starting to come to life here. It's an excellent, excellent, excellent take from Bamba. He does so well to hold off as well. Just waits for Jonathan David to get open, slides it across. It's a tap in for him. And now with 15 minutes to go, we lead, and now we can just have something to hold on to here a little bit. After working so hard to break this team down, now they'll have to come out. I would assume they'd have to come out a little bit more. I step inside, and it's a good find to Andre. And Andre can drag this forward here, and there's space out here for Jonathan David. And Jonathan David on a hat trick can seal this game, and he does. It's game over. 3-1 the score. A Jonathan David hat trick. And the latest one sealing up the points for us. It's a good step inside. Excellently done. One thing I do have to change is I have one midfielder on. I think I have them both on get forward. They were really high up the pitch there. It's an excellent finish. But at some point in the game, Sanchez was really, really deep. I had him in get into... I changed him to that going on forward and then balanced attack. Yeah, that's a little bit better. They were really high up the pitch there, but either way, we'll take it. Jonathan David's third of the day. It's 3-1 here with 5 minutes to go. 30 seconds to go here as Strasbourg look for what would be a consolation second. So they get into the box, and Indica does well. It's a good turn, cleared, and that should do it. And that'll be our first points of the season. 2 games in, a 3-1 victory over Strasbourg. We had to work for it, but a 15-minute hat trick from Jonathan David gets us over the line right toward the end there. They had one shot, and that's what we said. We were dominant. We were putting in really good opportunities and things. But in the end, we get over the line. We'll take it. And that puts us, you know, back into the mix already. But it's not one of those games you could really afford to lose at this stage. As an offer comes in for Jonathan Bamba, he will not be leaving. Yet none of our young forwards will be going anywhere. Look, we got a lot of good young players here. And as I said, none of them will be going anywhere. I'm open to offers for Jose Font. And I'm open to, you know, 20 million-ish pound offers for Andre. But I don't think we're really getting those at the moment. So I'm not really thinking that we are going to get, you know, crazy offers enough to move some players on in, you know, in that kind of scenario. But next we have Rennes. Of course, a good side. We cannot afford to mess around. There's some good players here. Is that Jeremy Doku? At Rennes? But look at the midfield. Not too bad. And Nzonzi, Camavinga, and Beauregard. This is a good squad. Martin Terrier, I believe. And then Niang up front. This is a very, very good squad. And we are going to go with our regular first team for this. So let's jump into this. Rennes, Lille. Let's go. That's a good take. He's burst forward. And Dicka covering. Right into a good spot. That's a penalty. I didn't even push a button. He's gone down, though. Just run into me. And Rennes have an early penalty. That's annoying. I hate when you don't push any buttons. They kind of just run through you. And now Niang set to take the penalty. And he's... Jesus, that's a heck of a penalty. Put that right in the top corner. No chance whatsoever. I didn't go the right way anyway, but... That's an absurd penalty from Niang. Absolutely absurd penalty. But Rennes have an early lead. A bit unfortunate on our end, but take nothing away from this finish. This is absurd. Jesus. What a penalty that is. And Rennes lead here on 10 minutes. Oh, nicely taken there. He's done well once again. Moving the ball around pretty well here. Oh, that's an excellent ball in. And it's two. 2 quick goals for Rennes, and they just move the ball around me. Not only that, it's just the way they dribble sometimes. Difficult to cover. And a couple of different dribbling. I've dragged a couple players. And just like that, it's gone. It's a good ball out there. That's an excellent touch. The slide tackle doesn't come in quickly enough. And Terrier gives them a quick 2-goal lead. And this is, I mean... as close to nightmare start as you could really think of, Andre Yashizi. That's a decent ball out there to Jonathan David, who's racing into space. Cuts back inside. Nicely done. Goes for goal. Great finish. Smashes it in near post. And right before halftime, we pull one back and work ourselves back into this a little bit. It's a big goal. It's Jonathan David again. 4 goals in 2 games now. And now he's really starting to get into it a little bit. It's a good ball into him. He cut back. He didn't really push himself forward a little bit. I would have liked a little bit, yeah, kind of to burst in there, but he's beating the goalkeeper. That's all that matters. Smashes it home. And on 43 minutes, it's 2-1. Nice tackle there. And it's Sanchez once again. And he finds Jonathan David. And can Jonathan David grab a second? He cuts back inside. He does. And that's a massive goal. We've scored twice in a couple of minutes to end the half. Just like Rennes started the half, really. It's Jonathan David again. It's Sanchez who nicks the ball there and plays an excellent pass to him. And Jonathan David just waits, cuts inside. It's an excellent finish to go along with it again. And right on the stroke of halftime, it's 2-2. And now we've got ourselves a real game. That's nice football up the pitch. Here's Jonathan David running on with it. And Sanchez was on the run, but it comes out to Ikone. Does so well to bring that back inside. Ikone clips that back post, and the header's in. It's into the back of the net. It's a second straight hat trick for Jonathan David. And what a turnaround here. 3 goals in 20 minutes or so. Or 15, actually. Another 15-minute hat trick for Jonathan David. That's excellent from Ikone. And he just clips that back post, and Jonathan David just gets up there. Goalkeeper in no man's land. He's getting nowhere near it. And it's 3-2 here on 57 minutes. Eventually get a touch, but Camavinga's on it. Oh, lovely ball into space. That's an excellent finish as well. And Rennes hit back quickly. 3-3 the score. I've also gone a touch more defensive, too, in our subs. Move Sanchez forward. Samari comes on for Yashizi. That kind of stuff. And they've leveled it right back up. 3-3. Not ideal once again, but they're kind of just bouncing around here, and then it eventually just opens up. Magnan dives a little bit early. It gets touched into the back of the net. And on the hour mark, it's 3-3. Samari's on it, looking for a little bit of help, but he can run into space on his own. As it comes to Jonathan David, it's another. What a game we've got here, 4-3. 4 for Jonathan David, who has just woken up today. Wasn't really a part of it in the loss to Lyon, but today he scored all our goals, all 7 of them. It's excellent from Samara, who kept the ball alive when no one really came to help him. And then he plays a really good ball in there to Jonathan David. And Jonathan David, with the first-time finish, just gets it by the goalkeeper at the near post. And we retake the lead here, 4-3. 20 minutes to go. P8 can play it forward here. Finds Ikone in plenty of space. Can he maneuver something? Oh, he's given a penalty for that. Incredibly harsh. Though I thought their penalty was also incredibly harsh, but that one was more of a penalty than what we've just got here. Rugani, I mean, does definitely pull him back and impede him a little bit from getting the ball. I mean, that's a foul in midfield probably, but harsh nonetheless. And Jonathan David wants another goal. And he's put it right down the middle. I forgot that wasn't a free kick, and it was bouncing all over the place. But Jonathan David's 5th of the game. It's our 5th, and that might be game over with 8 minutes to go. Incredible from Jonathan David the last 2 games. Goes right down the middle. Goalkeeper dives. No chance. And it's 5-3 here with 8 minutes to go. A great comeback performance. Causing problems back here, and we get a touch. There's Jonathan David on it now. He touches it inside, finds Jeka. We can bring it forward here as we look to add a little bit of icing to the cake as Xhaka cuts inside, and there it is. It's put into the back of the net. It's Jonathan David again. His 6th of the day. He's had 9 goals the last 2 games. Enough for a double hat trick today. It's all down to Xhaka. It's a nice turn in here. Slams it across. And all Jonathan David has to do is get that on target, and he does. 6-3. 30 seconds to go as we are going to come away with the heck of a result after being 2-0 down after 15 minutes. Jonathan David, 6 goals. Incredible, really, from him as he looks to make a name for himself on the world stage going forward as Paris drop early points to Marseille. And that should put us in a pretty good spot, especially after losing our first game of the year. I didn't catch the Lyon score there, but as you can see, we are 3rd, and it's Nantes and Lyon who sit top of the table, and PSG are not on that list, as Mönchengladbach have offered $6 million for Samaro. That will not be happening. We're going to keep him around for the moment. But that is a big, big, big result for us. Now this year, going forward, of course, we're going to be doing a lot of rotating, I feel. There are a lot of players here who, you know, who can really grow into really, really great players. Of course, Guies, the player, you know, we bought in from the youth squad. And, you know, there are a couple of players there who can really, really grow. And speaking of which, let's go ahead and do our youth squad stuff. Youth staff. We don't have a ton of money. One of you asked me to send one to Turkey, though. Can we here? Bulgaria. Yeah, I don't know if we can send one to Turkey in this one. Oh, yes, we can. Here it is. Okay. Turkey. 9 months. Any. That's fine. And then, what kind of scout are we looking for here? This lad right here. And then we'll hold off on until we get a little bit more money. But we'll keep this lad in France. And we'll see what that brings back our way. But for the rest of this, we've got another game. Angers, Lille. And as I was saying, we were going to try and rotate a little bit. I want these players to get time. Kind of want Botman to get time. Guies we can bring onto the bench. Who for? Yeah, we can do it for Yilmaz for the moment. And then we'll get Willock a start. And I think Samare can start. And then Nildo can start at left back. I'm gonna start. I want to start bringing some of these players along a lot more often. We'll bring Weah ahead of Xhaka. So let's jump into this. Angers, Lille. Let's go. Samare. Oh, gotta get that away quicker. Sanchez trying to cover back. Oh, how's he got to that? No way. Oh, come on. It's Angers 1-0. I thought we had that. How in the world haven't we picked that up? Look at this one right here. It's there. How have we not won that? Incredible. And it's a good ball across, but that we won, man. I don't know how we didn't get a better touch on that. They both like did that weird bouncing off thing that's dumb, but I really thought we had won that. Angers lead 1-0, and that's not what we were looking for. Nicely done. It's a good ball here, and there's one more forward, and it's Samare making an excellent run, and Samare can slide it across to Willock, and it's 1-1. He's pulled it back, and Willock on his debut grabs a goal to level us up here, 1-1. It's a nice run there. Miss Samare does well. I was hoping Willock might get a little bit further to the right there, but he's managed to beat the goalkeeper in the end. That's all that matters. And Willock's debut brings a goal. It's 1-1 here on a half hour. And now he's going to have a run through midfield. Gets it out to Samare. And Samare finds an excellent ball out there. Brilliant ball to Ikone. All he has to do is get it on target. And he has it. It's difficult. Oh, that is just past the post. That's a big opportunity. Back inside. Here's Sanchez. He's going to take it from deep, but he's going to slide it forward here, and he gets it forward to Jonathan David. And Jonathan David cuts back inside nicely. Oh, and he's hit the post. Oh, I thought that was it. I thought that was the turnaround. Oh, when he smashed the post. Nice cut back inside. Oh, he's been left alone. It's 2-1. Unbelievable. A huge chance at one end, and then they go right back up the other end. Ugh, just 2-1 to Angers with 10 minutes to go. It's a nice little back heel here. Kind of stepped the other way. That was not far away from Magnan there. As Willett comes off the pitch. A big opportunity wasted here if we were to drop all 3 points. Or any points, really. They've barely been in this Angers again. But they are, when you play at this level, they get ultra clinical. And that's just what this has been again. Didn't make enough space to get that ball to a streaking Sanchez. But it comes back to Yashizi, who cuts back inside here. He's moving on with it. Oh, come on. That might be it. That's played forward nicely. Comes to Yashizi here, so we might have an opportunity. One more. As Yashizi's on it. That's a touch I didn't like. And it gets cleared away, and that should do it, and it is. 2-1 to Angers. Not how we wanted to end the episode. We were flying after that Rennes win. Make some changes here, though. It's not like anybody played particularly awful, as you can see. There were 5 shots all game. Not good enough, as PSG dropped more points. I don't know what their deal is to start the season, but 2 losses from 4 games isn't going to cut it. We're going to eventually have to get a lot better. Not ideal this start, but we've fallen behind PSG on goal difference there. So, you know, it is what it is. But we're going to have to play better as an offer's come in for Samare. We're going to go ahead and reject that. I thought that was Samaro at 15 million. I might have thought about that a little bit, but it was not him. Now let's go ahead and get through deadline day here. That is such a, oh God, a silly loss there. We have to get like that's the issue with playing that difficulty. There are a lot of games where the other team don't get any shots whatsoever. But as you saw there, they had 2 shots again, and both went in. You gotta keep them to no shots, really. They only take shots that pretty much go in. It's very much one of those things, but it wasn't good enough from us. And now we're gonna see if anything comes of deadline day. I doubt it. And I am comfortable with it going forward. As we reach 4 hours. Yeah, we're not going to get anything, which is fine. I'm comfortable with where the team is at. Very much comfortable with it. And hopefully, we can turn it into, you know, we can turn this into a good campaign. We obviously want to finish in the top 4, you know, Champions League. And then we can, you know, have another year to build and go on from there. But next episode, 3 more games. And we'll start our Europa League campaign as we have Bordeaux, Aston Villa, and Monaco. So it's not going to be easy. Villa flying in real life, and then Sociedad and Strasbourg. So, I mean, Villa and Sociedad, they're going to be fighting at the top of this table. And hopefully we can go ahead and push them back a little bit, guys. But that is going to be it. I hope you folks have enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more. And peace.